friends, welcome to the Plaid X2 channel. My name is John, and on this channel we talk all things physical media, movies, music, and books. So if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and subscribe down below for more of that kind of content. Friends, this is a pickups video, and this is all movies. And I have stuff from a bunch of different places and people, so I'm really looking forward to sharing with you what I've picked up. It's everything from box sets to Blu-rays to VHS, Kino, there's a Steelbook in there, and from, again, all different kinds of places. So I'm looking forward to sharing with you what I picked up. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen any of this stuff and what you've been picking up lately. Now that yard sales are back and thrifting, I'm still doing a lot of thrifting, but yard sales, really excited those are back. Let me know what you're finding. And anyway, excited to share with you what I picked up lately, and here we go. Well, I know there's rumors that the Dollar Tree is done with movies, but I went back to my Dollar Tree yesterday to pick up bubble wrap to send movies to friends. And while I was there, I just decided I'll look where there used to be movies because there hasn't been for the last few times I've been into the Dollar Tree. And there was, and it was stocked full of movies I've never seen there before. And so I did pick up one. I had this quite a while back, but I either traded it in or gave it to someone. And I saw it there and I thought, you know what, for $1.25, I'll just complete the trilogy. And it is Star Trek Beyond. I will say of the three films, this kind of reboot, I guess, or reimagining of Star Trek, this was my least favorite. And I don't know if I've ever made it through this film, staying awake the entire time. I think I've seen it all, but in parts. But anyway, I'm going to give it another shot for $1.25. Thought I would pick it up, Star Trek Beyond. Next, I went to the Dollar Book Shuffle. It's in Delaware, the state of Delaware. I've mentioned that place a number of times before. I recently did a haul of some music, got a bunch of great music there. But I picked up some films there while I was there recently. And one of the films I picked up is The Thin Man Goes Home. Now there are 6 films in the series. I've got 2 on Blu-ray in the collection and 1 other film on DVD as well. And so I've got 2 more to pick up, and I will eventually upgrade this one to Blu-ray, but I'm just really looking forward to completing the 6 so I can watch the 6 through. And again, I will upgrade the ones that need to be upgraded to Blu-ray eventually, but really glad to have found this one. And then the other 2 films I found while I was there, I've never seen before VHS there. And I don't collect a lot of VHS, even though I recently did a video of 900 plus VHS tapes that I acquired. But I was there and there was this enormous cardboard crate full of VHS tapes. And so I dug around in there for about 3 or 4 minutes and I found 2 titles that I grabbed. The first one, and the reason I grabbed this one is because it was sealed, and looked it up, and it goes for a little bit, not crazy amount, but a little bit, and it is The Godfather. So I picked this one up sealed. It still has those 2 stickers in there underneath the shrink wrap. So anyway, The Godfather sealed. Glad to find that one, but this is one that I will keep. I don't have a large VHS collection, and I'm going to keep it quite small. But this stars 2 of my all-time favorites. It's an important film for me because it introduced me to Jean Arthur, and it is Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, James Stewart and Jean Arthur. So really excited to have found this one, and it was in really fantastic condition. Glad to have found that one. Next, I'll show you I picked up at my Salvation Army. They had this one. It was sealed, and I've had this, again, a long time ago, and for whatever reason, I think I gave it away to someone, but so I grabbed it. It was $2 sealed, and it is really, really funny. I do enjoy it. It's very silly, but very funny, and it is a Lego Batman movie. It is silly, but it is a ton of fun. Will Arnett voicing Batman in this is very, very funny. Zach Galifianakis does a voice in there. It's really, really well done. So glad to have that one in the collection. Next, I'll show you, I went to an estate sale, and there were some photos that was on Facebook Marketplace, and it was of the TV stand, and in the glass on the bottom, I thought I could see movies. And so I messaged the people running this estate sale and asked if there was movies available, and they said, we'll send you photos, and they never did. So I just went to the estate sale to see if there were any movies there, and there was a box of, I would say probably 95% of it or more was just DVD, and all very common titles. But they did have one Steelbook of a film that I didn't have in the collection, and it is a limited edition King Kong Steelbook extended and theatrical versions. So I picked that up for just $1, which I was really, really excited about. Now, it does have a dent on it. You can see it right there. So a bit of a bummer, but I paid $1 for it, and if I'm being honest, that's what I'm going to see when it's in the library, and when I'm watching the film, my eyes will be on the screen. So that little dent, for $1, not too bad at all. So really excited to grab King Kong. This came in today, literally just a couple of hours ago, through the Disney Insiders, or Disney Insiders, I think it's called. You can get reward points, and you can get movies or Funko Pops or whatever. So I picked this movie up. I didn't have this one, and I think I've seen a part of it streaming. So I'm looking forward to giving this a want to watch. And so it's essentially for free. Shang-Chi. So looking forward to watching that film, and haven't seen it. And I actually, a digital code comes with it. And when I run on the treadmill in the morning, I have my phone there and I watch movies. So this is what I'll be watching this week on the treadmill. Next, I'll show you what I pick up at Goodwill, my local Goodwill. I haven't had a ton lately, but I picked up a couple of things. Really neat film here, but then an amazing box set I'll show you in a second. So this first one is The Fugitive. Harrison Ford didn't have in the collection. Don't know why I didn't have it in the collection, but I didn't. And glad to have this one, to be able to go back to it and watch it. And then this one is one that I was incredibly excited about. So I walked into my Goodwill, and it's on the left-hand side is where all the movies are, and there's this huge bookshelf. And as soon as I walked in, the front of this box set was looking directly at me, and I was so excited because I've never seen this before. I didn't even know this box set existed, but I was so thankful to find it. I picked it up right away. So, and usually at my Goodwill, if there's no price tag on it, then sometimes they don't even sell it to you. They say they can't sell it to you, and they'll just take it to the back. So I was really bummed out because there was no price tag on it. And at the same time, a little excited, maybe I'll get this thing for cheap. So typically a box set there is gonna go easily above $10 at my store, which is kind of lame. But I took it to the front desk and I said, hey, how much are you asking for this? And I think it was a new person working there, and they said $4. And I said, absolutely. And so I picked this up, and it is the Harold Lloyd Comedy Collection box set, which I'm so excited to have in the collection. So it comes with, there's actually, I think, 7 DVDs, and they're all flippers. Bummer about flipper discs, but I'm just glad to have it. So these include a number of his features, maybe all of his full-length features. So the Criterion Collection has 4 of his full-length features. I own 2 of those on Blu-ray. 2 others I'll need to pick up eventually, but I have them all in here. But what this has is just a ton of his shorts. Lots and lots of shorts. It has tons of special features in here. It has a bonus disc with interviews, photos that he took. It comes with 3D glasses in here. All of the artwork in here is incredible. The back of the box set is the back of his head. So this is such an amazing find. If you've never checked out his work, you're talking silent films in the 20s, and it's just really, really well done. I really enjoy Harold Lloyd. So to find this goes for, I think I posted a picture on Instagram. This goes for well over 100, I think, on Amazon. And in this condition on eBay, I don't think it's going for 100, it's going less than that, but it's going for a decent amount of money. I got it for $4. So really, really excited about that at my local Goodwill. And then I have 2 more small stacks for you. These are both from friends in the movie collecting community. This first one, 3 films from Matthew Wilson, and I'm going to put below his handle on Instagram. So he's a friend who I met on Instagram a while back, and really great guy. And he recently posted some photos of films that he's selling. And again, I'll post his link there to Instagram, and I'd encourage you to check it out. Amazing films he had for sale. And so there was a few he's had there that I was really, really would love to add to my collection. And anyway, great guy, highly recommend, and go check him out on Instagram. So Matthew, thank you so much. Really, really excited to have these, and one of them I've never seen before. Looking forward to watching. So the first one I'll show you is Bill and Ted Face the Music. We've got John Wick being really, really silly. This is the only one I've seen of the trilogy. I had this a while back, gave it away, or traded in one of the 2. I think gave it away. And but excited to have this one back to check this out again. And I do want to get at least the first one. I heard the first one's great. But anyway, Bill and Ted Face the Music, excited about that. This is, I don't have many Tom Cruise films in my collection, but this is my all-time favorite role for Tom Cruise. I absolutely love it. And it's co-starring Jamie Foxx, and it's a Michael Mann film, Collateral. I love this film so much. I've never had this one in the collection, so really, really excited to add this one and be able to watch that. I love Tom Cruise in that film. And then this is a film that I've never seen before. It might shock some of you, but really excited to have it. It's an Alfred Hitchcock film. KB, you'll appreciate this and be proud of me for checking this one out. I will watch this one fairly soon. Really looking forward to it. It's from 1963, and it is The Birds. Never seen it before, so really excited to have it. I don't have a huge Alfred Hitchcock collection, but I'm always happy to add one to that collection. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. So Matthew, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And again, friends, check him out on Instagram. Really cool guy and has some amazing stuff. At least it was for sale. This was a week or so ago that I contacted him. So anyway, check him out. And thank you, Matthew. Really do appreciate you and appreciate you being able to send those my way. And so thank you so much. So these last two films I'll show you are from my good friend Stephanie from Movie Chatter. Stephanie has become a really, really good friend, has expanded my understanding of film, has expanded the kinds of films that I watch and experience. And so I have learned so much from Stephanie. Really thankful for our friendship. And Stephanie very graciously sent me two different films after we were talking about the director Taika Waititi, director and actor and writer Taika Waititi. And so there were a couple of films we were talking about it, and Stephanie had asked if I'd seen some of his earlier work, and I had not. So very, very kindly and graciously, Stephanie sent two films my way. The first one that was sent to me is the film Boy. I had not seen this film before, and when I watched the trailer, I'd seen it probably 4 or 5 times, the trailer. I thought this was like kind of an offbeat comedy, awkwardly paced, kind of like a Napoleon Dynamite type film, and it is not that at all. I did get to see this film, and it is a very heavy film. It's a very emotional film. It's one that you have to think through. It's about trauma. It's about abandonment. It's about family issues, and there is a ton of humor in there, but it's a very affecting film. It was really, at the end of it, my wife and I watched it and we're like, whoa, that is heavy at the end of the film. Great humor in there, but it is heavy. But such a powerful film. And Taika, in the film, he kind of carries a bit of that. He's kind of the center of where a lot of where the trauma happens and the heaviness in the relationship. So I highly recommend this film. If you've never seen it, some of his earlier work, and it is so well done and a really deeply affecting film. So if you're thinking Taika, you know, the Thor films, you'll definitely see some humor in there and even a little bit of heart. But here it's a very different film, but so good. This would be, you'd see a lot more of Jojo Rabbit maybe coming from here with the heart and heaviness with humor. But highly recommend this film. Stephanie, thank you so much for sending this my way. This was so good. Stephanie also sent me another one of his films, and this is not the deeply affecting, heavy, emotional film at all. It's the other end of the spectrum, and it is called, this one is What We Do in the Shadows. This is a ridiculous film. It is a horror comedy, vampires. It's kind of like a reality TV show, a bit of a mockumentary, and it is so absurd and ridiculous. Taika definitely is my favorite character of these three. He is this like gentle, thoughtful, refined, but vicious vampire at all the same time. And they're just ridiculous. Their relationships with each other, all that they're navigating, they're very distinct in their personalities, very, very funny, and just completely absurd. But if you're into horror comedy, you'll really enjoy this. You see Taika's sense of humor here, and if you appreciate his sense of humor in his films, then you'll definitely appreciate this one. So Stephanie, thank you so much for sending both of those films my way. Friends, I hope in the future there will be a video of Stephanie and I talking through his filmography. We both appreciate his work, and yeah, I would love to chat through his films together. So Stephanie, thank you again so much, friends. If you have not subscribed to Movie Chatter, please do. I have learned so much from Stephanie. My understanding of film, the kinds of films that I will watch now and experience, all been expanded thanks to Stephanie. So Stephanie, thank you so much, my good friend. Really do appreciate you. Friends, that's what I've got for you in this movie haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've seen some of these films. Let me know what you're finding. Yard sale season is back in action. Let me know what you're finding as you hit up different yard sales. And if you've seen any of these films, let me know what your thoughts are on them. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. Please do take care of yourself. We'll see you next time.